Welcome to this Chinese lesson. We will be learning some practical Chinese phrases and idioms that you can use when discussing news articles. 据美联社伦敦4月11日报道，英国各地数以万计的医生11日开始了一场为期4天的罢工。这将是英国公共卫生服务史上最具破坏性的一次罢工。Here is a news article that we will be using to practice our Chinese skills. As we go through this article, we will highlight some of the key phrases and idioms that you can use to better understand and discuss the news. So, let's get started. 据说这家餐厅的菜很好吃。据报道，明天会下雨。In Chinese, 据 is often used as a preposition to indicate the source of information or to introduce a statement based on some source. Its structure is 句 plus source plus verb phrase clause, such as 据说、据报道、据他说、据我所知 and so on. For instance, 据说这家餐厅的菜很好吃 means it is said that the food at this restaurant is delicious. Here, 据说 means it is said or according to what is said, and is often used when sharing information that is based on rumors, hearsay, or unofficial sources. The sentence conveys the idea that the restaurant has a reputation for serving delicious food, but the speaker is not making a personal claim to have tried the food themselves. Similarly, 据报道，明天会下雨 means according to reports, it will rain tomorrow. Here, 据报道 means according to reports or as reported by, and is used when sharing information that is based on news or official sources. Overall, 据 is a useful preposition to know when trying to convey information based on some kind of source or references. 各地的气候都不一样，各地的文化传统各不相同。英国各地的医生开始罢工。各地 is a pronoun, means all places or various places, and is often used to refer to different regions or locations within a country or geographical area. One of the benefits of using 各地 is that it doesn't specify any particular location, but rather highlights the widespread nature of something. For example, 各地的气候都不一样 means the climate in different places is not the same. In this sentence, 各地 refers to multiple regions. Similarly, 各地的文化传统各不相同 means the cultural traditions in different regions are all different. In addition to discussing climate and cultural traditions, 各地 can be used to describe the occurrence of events in multiple locations, such as strikes or protests. For example, 英国各地的医生开始罢工 means doctors in various parts of the UK have started a strike. 数以万计，数以千计，数以百计。英国各地 数以万计的医生11日开始罢工。数以万计、数以千计 and 数以百计are Chinese idiomatic expressions that are used to indicate a large quantity of something. These phrases share a similar language structure, where 数以 means counting by or numbered by, and the number that follows indicates a proximate quantity. 数以万计 means tens of thousands, and is used to describe a very large number of things or people. 数以千计 means thousands and indicates a significant number but not as large as 数以万计. 数以百计 means hundreds and is used to describe a relatively smaller quantity. These phrases can be used to describe the quantity of things, people, or events in an approximate way without providing an exact number. They are often used to emphasize the large or significant scale of something. For example, in the sentence, 英国各地数以万计的医生11日开始罢工。数以万计 is used to describe the large number of doctors who are going on strike in various parts of the UK. The phrase emphasizes the significant scale of the strike without providing an exact number of doctors involved. 为期4天的会议，该会议为期4天。英国各地数以万计的医生11日开始了一场为期4天的罢工。为期 is a formal word that means last for duration or span a period of time. It's often used in written Chinese and in official documents, news reports, and other formal settings. To use 为期, you can start with the phrase 为期 followed by a duration such as days, weeks, or months. Then you can add a noun or noun phrase to indicate what the duration is referring to. For example, 为期4天的会议 means a 4-day conference, where 为期4天 emphasizes the length of the conference. Alternatively, you can use 为期 with a subject or activity to indicate that it lasts for a specific duration. For example, 该会议为期4天 means the conference lasts for 4 days. In the sentence, 英国各地数以万计的医生11日开始了一场为期4天的罢工。为期4天 is used to indicate that the strike lasts for a specific duration of 4 days, emphasizing the duration of the strike. 史上最伟大的发明，史上最具，史上最有，史上最具破坏性的一次罢工，史上最有名的科学家。史上 is a Chinese phrase that is commonly used when referring to historical events, records, or milestones. It can be translated as in history or ever in history in English. One way to use 时尚 is by combining it with the adverb 最, which means most or the most. This creates the pattern 时尚最 plus adjective, which is used to describe something as the most or greatest in history. For example, 史上最伟大的发明 means the greatest invention in history. Another way to use 史上 is by combining it with a noun. This creates the phrase 史上最具 or 史上最有, which can be used to describe something as having the most or being the most in history. For example, 史上最具破坏性的一次罢工 means the most destructive strike in history. 史上最有名的科学家 means the most famous scientist in history. We have covered the important phrases and idioms in this class note. Remember to use the preposition 据 when referring to sources and 各地 when discussing things that happen in various places. If you need to emphasize large numbers, use the idiom 数以万计. Use 为期 to describe the duration of an event. Finally, use the phrase 史上最 to describe the most or greatest in history. Let's listen to this article one more time at a normal speed so that we can practice our listening skills and get a better understanding of this content. 据美联社伦敦4月11日报道，英国各地数以万计的医生11日开始了一场为期4天的罢工，这将是英国公共卫生服务史上最具破坏性的一次罢工。Thanks for joining me in this lesson on practice Chinese phrases and idioms for discussing news articles. I hope you found it helpful and informative. Remember to practice these phrases and idioms regularly to improve your Chinese language skills. See you next time!